Hello, my name is Nora, and today I'm going to show you my app VlogBuddy, which is a social networking app specifically for accountability and create or improve your videos in YouTube. So let's gonna see how the app works. Let's gonna log in by the user we created the last time. So we log in, and there we are. This is the first post we created, and now another thing we can do is to edit our profile. This is our profile. As you can see, we don't have a caption or a profile picture, so let's gonna add those. We click edit profile, and let's gonna put our name. For this example, I'm just gonna put Nora 2.0 because I already have another account. Let's gonna select a profile picture. Let's gonna write something here. Hi there. Just something simple. So when we update our profile, then we can see a profile picture, our full name, and a caption. Now let's gonna explore other users. Here we can see a post of other people. For example, right here, just drop a new YouTube video, folks. Check it out. And then we click the post and it will take us to a profile of that user. We can see their posts and we can follow or unfollow them. Let's go back. Here's my secondary account. Hey, it's me, Nora. Let's gonna follow myself on this one too. And then when we come back to our main feed, we'll see not only our post, but if we scroll down, we'll see other people's posts and their date they created it. Let's gonna log out. We can log out from here or from the profile too. Let's gonna log out, log in with another profile. Mr. Beast profile. Here we can explore. Let's gonna follow us. And now we are friends because I follow Nora and Nora follows me back. Now let's going to log out from this one and log in with one more user. So far we have seen the first interaction of posting. We already posted a picture last time, which was making this post. That remains the same. We click create post and you can create it, but you can also edit post. If you go to the profile, and you click edit, you can update your post. Let's gonna say you don't want this anymore. And let's gonna say, hello, I am looking for friends. Save. And now we'll see our post is updated. We can edit and delete post. Now let's gonna see a last interaction, which is the chat. Here you can create groups chats and conversations to stay accountable with your peers. So let's gonna do that. Let's gonna create a group and let's gonna say YouTube. We can choose a photo for the group chat or we can leave it without a photo. Then we can add some group members. Now here, you will only see people that is your friend. Now we can add Jimmy and Nora. And we click create. And we have our first chat, group chat. Then we enter a message, hello guys. And then if we switch profiles, let's gonna switch profiles. We'll see how we are in that group. Now we're in this profile. Let's gonna see. And here is this person, this user is already on 3 accountability groups. Just gonna chat with Nora. Hi, how are you? And here we can see who sent the message and the time that was sent. We can see other group chats. We'll click send. And that's how the app works. Now we saw all the interactions on the app. Now let's gonna see how we created all this. So to create a post interaction was really simple. I already explained that on the previous video. The login and welcome pages were also really simple with a template. Here I use just the list and a couple buttons that I linked to the following pages. The next thing I created was the Explorer screen. The Explorer screen was also really simple. What I did was to copy and paste the home feed with the same list and the same navigation bar. The navigation bar will sit at the end. And I use filter this so it's all post except for the login user, means yourself, and if you're following somebody, you won't see them in the explore bar. You will see them in your home feed. And here, when we see this, is the username contains the input search. That means this input search bar. I added here an input search bar that when you write, the list here will show or will filter only what you write here. So if you are looking for users, you start writing the name and they will appear. We can check that out. We forgot to check that out, so let's gonna check it out. So this person, I think it follows everybody, so we cannot try it here. But let's gonna log out from this user and go. Let's gonna log into this one. Here we can see we follow 3 people. Let's gonna unfollow them. Let's gonna unfollow them so we can see them on the explore bar. When we go to explore bar and we're looking for somebody specific, if we write their username, Nora, it will only appear what you're looking for. There you go. That's how the search bar works, and it was really simple. I just added an element which was an input search, and I just edited the card view list, so it filters every time you input something in that search. What you are looking contains what you are typing. Then I created the edit post screen, which was also really simple. I just copy and pasted the same form that we did to create a post, but to update a post. And I just click form, and what this forms does, update current post, and Adalo automatically created the update post form. Let's gonna see how we created the user screen. For the user screen, I use the same post card view element, but I edited so it shows 2 columns and it only shows your post. That was really simple. It was just a filter, current post, user post. That was it. I also added a text element, which was your full name, and I added it, and the profile description, which these are elements that are in the database. And then a profile picture all these were elements that I added in the database. The edit profile screen right here. I put what is this form about, users, update login user information, and I'll automatically created it for me. Now in our own profile user screen, I copy and pasted the user profile, but I edited this one so it only shows login information. So it shows login full name, login profile description. It only shows login post. And then I added a button right here. You can see second button, edit, and it is linked to the edit post screen. And then the first icon, which is the delete button, click action, delete post. We have the conversation screens. These ones for me were personally the hardest ones to make, since we were making a one-to-one conversation. I was trying to create a group conversation. So trying to make a dialogue to select the person of the group members was a bit challenging for me, but I overcame that by investigating how I can create a group chat in a dialogue, and I watched many videos, and then I figured it out. The first thing I did was create a conversation and conversation like screen, the conversation itself. When you see all the conversations you have, I just added that list, and then he asks, what is this list about? And then I put conversations. It was really simple, and it shows all conversations, but then I add the filter that participants contains the login user. However, the login user is not considered a participant in the chat, is considered the creator of the chat. So what I did to make the login user a participant of the chat is that every time you create a chat, it updates and it includes the login user as a participant. It was a lot of like background connections I did, so this works. Then I added this element, which is just an icon and some text that will only appear if the conversations is equal to 0. Right here, sometimes visible, login user conversations equal to 0. Then I added this button, which is create a new conversation, and is linked to the start conversation screen, which is right here. And then this was a form that the same Adalo created it. What Adalo didn't create it was the group members for the form. So what I did to overcome this was the most difficult part for me. So it created a conversation, but only with group name and group profile, and I didn't want to add members, group members, or the participants of the conversation. So I created this second tab to add the members, and then it will click create a new conversation. So the submit button creates a new conversation, and it links you to the add member screen to keep going with the process of creating a conversation. Then this is a simple list that contains users, and then we've custom, so only people that follow you and you follow back are the ones that you can see. Also, the create button, here's where the magic is. It will update the previous conversation you just created, and it will link to conversations. Then on this list, it will show you all the users that you follow, and when you click the add button right here, it will update the conversation in a way that it will add the current user as a participant. So you click that user and it will add them as a participant on the conversation. And that's it. The message screen was also a little bit challenging for me. So this was a list. To create a list, I just use the list element, and then I edit it by adding some components like the image and the text. And then you see how the text is the message text from the database. which is linked to the user that sent it. And then in the message text, I created it as a form to send a message with a text input that is the message that you're sending, and it will create a new message. And then it will show them all the messages from this conversation in here. So this is a list of messages from current conversations from oldest to newest. Next thing I did, or the last thing I did, was to create a navigation bar that will take you to all the screens that you need. The navigation bar was pretty simple to create since Adalo has an element that says navigation bar. Then I just add the elements. The first tab links to the home tab, the home screen. The second tab links to the explore screen, and so on. And then you just click which screen, which tab is activated. You says which one is the activated tab. You say the third tab, and that's why this one looks like light up. And for example, on this one, that no tab is light up because this is a user profile, so it's not really linked to any kind of screen on the bottom. I just said that the active bar was the fifth tab, and as you see, there's no fifth tab. There's only 1, 2, 3, and 4, so there's no tab activated. Now I made sure all the bottoms were linked and connected to the screens that they're supposed to be. All I did was make thanks to the database that I created. So we see here all the data that I just used. So the user contains email, password, username, full name, all that is on the login and sign up screens, and also on the user profile. We saw the element of profile picture, which is the image on user profile, and you just link that with the database. Then we have some posts, and we see how they are related. One user can have many posts, then followers, which is many users, and then following. Then we have the conversation members, and is many users can have many conversations. There's a lot of relationships. Then we have the message sent, which is one user can have many messages, which is who is sending the message. Then we have conversations. One user can have many conversations. And then we have the members of the group. So many users can have one conversation. Then we have the messages database element.